Welcome back to the next part of our Intro to Inequalities. We are now going to solve and graph 1- and 2-step inequalities. All right, we solve inequalities just like we solve equations. We work backwards to get the variable by itself. Now, there is a new rule. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, then you must flip the inequality sign. So let me show an example of that. So if we have negative 2x is greater than 4, if we divide by negative 2, the inequality sign is going to flip. So it's going to be x is now less than negative 2. All right. A type of example you're going to have in your homework is them asking you to identify which values are solutions to the inequality. So here we have x minus 8 is less than negative 2. So what you want to do first is solve for x. And just like with equations, we're going to add 8 to both sides. So x is less than 6. Now, as you can see, they give us 3 options. We have 6, 9, and negative 1. So now we have to go through and verify if any of them are going to be true or false. So let's start with number 1, which is 6. So we have 6 is less than 6, and that is false. So number 1 doesn't work. Number 2 is 9. So is 9 less than 6? No, this is another false one, so it's not the second one. And we now check the third. Is negative 1 less than 6? Yes, it is. It is true. So the only value that works is our third one. So that's what they're asking you to do for this type of example. All right, now let's move into full solving. So I want you to solve the inequality and graph the solution on the number line. So these are our 2 steps. So 3x plus 9 is less than or equal to 24. We start with subtracting 9. So we have 3x is less than or equal to 15. Divide by 3. And we get x is less than or equal to 5. So now what we do with that solution, we now go and graph it. So we're going to be at 5. Since there's an underline on our inequality, it's going to be closed. It is less than, so it's going to go to the left, not to the right. All right, our next one. Negative 12 plus 4x is greater than 16. So we're going to start with adding 12. 4x is greater than 28. Divide by 4 on both sides. And we get x is greater than 7. Again, we're now going to take our inequality and graph it on the number line. So since there's no underline, it's going to be an open circle on 7. And then since it's greater than, this one goes to the right. 2 more, and then we'll be done with our notes for this lesson. Negative 2x minus 6 is greater than negative 22. So we're going to add 6 to both sides. So negative 2x is greater than negative 16. Divide by negative 2. And since we're dividing by negative 2, we need to flip the inequality. So So it's going to be x is less than 8. And we're going to go and plot it. Since it's not an underline, it's going to be an open circle at 8 less than, so it's going to go to the left. All right, our last one, negative 9 minus 5x is less than or equal to 6. So we're going to add 9 to both sides. Negative 5x is less than or equal to 15. Divide by negative 5. And again, since we're dividing by a negative, our inequality is going to flip. So x is greater than or equal to negative 3. And now we graph it. Since it has an underline, it's going to be a solid dot on negative 3. And greater than is going to go to the right. And there you have it, our intro to inequalities.